So my first question was, obviously with the family heritage that you've got, did you feel in any way obliged to become mountaineers? Was there any option for you to become like artists or musicians or ballet dancers?
Well, Alexander?
I guess I am sort of an artist. I studied industrial design, so I work a lot in the design space, from product design and graphic design, and that's actually that's one of my passions, and that's where I'm trying to build a career.
Okay.
But I also climb, and I think while at Hillary, it's not obligatory to climb mountains. We definitely all grow up extremely passionate about it, and we spend a lot of time doing that together. And I think it's a way we kind of bond.
Yeah.
It's all a passion we share.
So it's a thing that goes through the whole family then, not just obviously you two guys, but I'm aware your brothers are involved as well.
Yeah, well, whether it's just skiing on Mount Ruapehu in the North Island of New Zealand, or it's just scrambling and running around the rocks, at the coast near where our beach house is. It's not always, high altitude mountaineering in the Himalayas. We don't.
No. Just being outdoors.
Yeah, that together. But it's that passion for the outdoors and the natural world.
And given the dangers, did Sir Edmund ever try to discourage that at all? The high end stuff.
He certainly recommended that I just go off and do something in the more regular life, like become an engineer. But I found myself as a young man looking straight back at him, going, "Well, that sounds good, but I really like the look of what you're doing." And look, in a very similar way as Alexander described, he involved us in all sorts of wonderful adventures, skiing trips, climbing trips, just adventure, trekking.
Yeah.
And so we felt really part of his life. And I guess I was the sort of person that I just loved it. So I've kept doing it, and I'm now sharing it with my kids, which is even better.
Oh yeah, I guess what an example. Who wouldn't want to be like a dad like that? And I guess my last question in that vein is obviously he's best known for climbing Everest, but he did a lot of other firsts as well. Was it ever a source of frustration that he was only ever talked about as the man that did Everest and not, his adventures to the South Pole or the Ganges or anything like that? Or was it that's just he didn't really mind?
Look, I think he was amazing how he dealt with that. He just accepted that was the pivotal achievement. I mean, his other expeditions, for example, establishing Scott Base in Antarctica and reaching the South Pole, the high altitude physiological expeditions, the building schools and hospitals, they were all the good things that really came out of the Everest climb. And, so when people would come up to him and say, "Gee, Ed Hillary, can I shake your hand?" He'd shake them by the hand, have a photograph, he'd autograph their book, he'd listen to their story about climbing some little hillock in their backyard, and everyone would go on their way feeling happy about it. And I think he was amazing the way he worked with people like that.
Cool. Fantastic. Thank you. So moving on to the clothing brand, you're using Crowdcube and social media, etc., to fund that venture. What would Sir Edmund have made of all of that social media and crowd, just working in that sort of environment? What would he have made of that? Would it have baffled him, or would he have been like all for it, something new?
Look, I think, as older generations already do, they find a lot of the developments are a little bit baffling, and they're new. But then look at how many older people are using, the internet, email, and all the rest of it. People jump in with these things. I think he would accept this as the new way of doing business, of getting funding, of launching or sort of building the brand. And I think he'd be kind of thrilled at the progress we've made.